back to the vlog. So I keep forgetting to introduce myself and I'm really sorry about that. I just rush off on my vlog and I don't even say who I am. So my name is Gabby, aka Gabberdashery, and I live in lovely North London with my wonderful husband and my gorgeous dog Hobbes, who if you haven't seen already, you will in a minute, don't worry. And I just do this vlog about sewing and knitting, which is going to come in a lot more soon, and all sorts of crafty things. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you do like what you see, please subscribe because I'm doing this every week, and of course like the video if you do. Right, so I've got a fabric haul for you today, and I love doing fabric hauls because, you know, what's not great about fabric? I also have some patterns and ideas for all of these, which is great, and I'm going to be doing a very mini kind of unboxing review of the S box by the Stitchery. Oh, and I'm also going to show you what I've started knitting recently. Without further ado, here I go! The first fabric I got yesterday from the lovely Megan from Pigeon Wishes. She's just been in Uganda and she brought me back some African wax print. Oh wow. Wait, I'll turn it up the right way. Isn't it amazing? So it's just come out of the wash, or it's just been dried, and probably needs an iron. Yes, it does need an iron. But oh, I'm just so in love with it. Megan, thank you so much. Anyone that knows me will understand there's a real pattern emerging with things that I'm getting at the moment. Yellow! So Megan has nailed it with this. I'm so happy. I love it to bits. And it is going to be a skirt, definitely, and maybe a top as well, but I'm starting with the skirt, and the moment I finish filming this vlog, gonna start cutting out and going for it, because this has to be something very quickly. So I'm gonna go with the Simple Sew duo of skirts, which is one of my go-to patterns, because the tie-waisted skirt, which is the one that I love to make, is just the quickest, easiest pattern ever. I mean, it honestly sews up in about an hour and a half, and I made one on the weekend in this lovely fabric that I will show you at the end of the month. So I'm already like, you know, when you're making a pattern and it was so quick and easy and you finish it and you're like, I really just want to make another one, and then this fabric came along and it's time for another one. So it's going to be a great little tie-waisted wiggle skirt. Okay, next fabric. So car boot sales are my favourite thing to do, and if you've watched this vlog before, you will realise that that's where I get a lot of my fabric. But I went to a car boot sale, it would have been in the beginning of December last year, where there was a table of a girl selling fabrics from her friend's shop, and she's quite a well-known fashion designer, and she wouldn't tell me the name, which is fine, I don't expect her to, but she said these are incredibly high quality and selling at an amazing price, and I was like, okay, I'll start rummaging. And one of the first things I spotted was this wool and this gorgeous check. I mean, I can't carry across on camera just how amazing this fabric is. It is the softest fabric I've ever touched. I mean, it kind of feels like fleece, but have a look. Now, I was completely already in love with this fabric, and nothing really needed to persuade me at all. But when I picked it up, she went, oh, that's really special because it's pre-lined. And I was like, what do you mean pre-lined? And on the other side is, I don't know what it would be actually. It's a woven black material on the other side, and it's pre-lined, and I'm pretty sure it's fused on because it's not sewn on. So it's a kind of fused on pre-lined wool, the softest thing ever. I've been really umming and ahhing about what I want to make with this, and I knew it's got to be a coat. I mean, totally got to be a coat, but I don't need to line it. So it's going to make coat making a lot simpler than it would be if I did have to line it. And then I came across, I think on the fold line, this one, McCall's M6 800. And it's amazing. So I'm going to have to do a hack I love the dipped shape here, but I love the high-necked version here. So instead of the kind of shawl collar, I'm going to use the high-necked collar with the dipped hem. And in this, and I don't need to line it. So I think that should actually be quite straightforward. Hopefully the kind of merging of the two versions, I have seen people do it online, so hopefully that won't be too hard. So it's time for a new coat. I love coats. I get a lot of wear of them, so they're always a very exciting thing to start making. And hopefully we'll have this done for the end of the month to show you. Woo! Next up, I don't normally show you the fabrics that I am going to make things with Megan, because I don't know, I leave that for that vlog, and I will talk about it in the vlog as well. But I couldn't not just show you this fabric, because every time I see it I just gasp with its amazingness. And I think it might be a Marmite fabric. I'm sure some people will see this and go, that is the most horrific thing I've ever seen, but I am the complete opposite. I think it's the best thing I've ever seen, and it's this. So stunning. It's from Fabrics Galore in Battersea. It's a jacquard. Me and Helen stitched my style when we went on our fabric shopping trip together, which is on a previous vlog, and we had this really funny thing where the label was quite unreadable, and we thought it said Vasgard, so we were like, oh, what's Vasgard? But it's a jacquard. And if you can see on the back, it's got this lovely quilting, and it's just unbelievably beautiful. I mean, fans, birds, lemons, flowers, with this lovely kind of like goldy, mushroomy background. Oh, I'm so excited about this fabric. And trying to find what to make in it has been quite interesting as well, because originally I was like, I'm just going to make a skirt, but I don't know, I want to make something different with it. And what Megan and I are making next are pinafores. So this is going to be a pinafore. I don't know if that's an insane idea, but it is going to be one, and we'll see at the end if it works. So you will definitely see that this month, because Megan and I are making it. We've already cut out the pattern, and then we will cut out the rest and sew it up next week. So yes, love it. I'm so excited about this fabric. I really am. It's going to make me extremely happy. I mean, it already does as a flat piece, but as a garment, yeah, I probably just will wear it to bed because I'll just love it so much. Next up, this was from the same stall as I got the wool at the car boot sale. Oh, leopard print. Now, I don't have anything in leopard print, which is kind of crazy because I love leopard print. I love all prints. I am definitely a print fiend. But this really jumped out at me because it's furry. Oh, I just can't even tell you. I mean, it's like kind of a velveteen, furry, beautiful thing. It's got quite a nap, so I need to make sure the direction of the nap is correct. Right. Direction of the nap. So confused about this. Oh, sorry, I had to interrupt because I have a question and I would love you guys to help me with this one. When I made my Velvet Cleo, I wore it to the Susie magazine launch, and I was slightly aware that although the nap was all going in the same direction of my velvet, that maybe it was the wrong direction because it was going up. And if I stroked it, lovely. If people came up to me and stroked it, not so nice. But pretty much everyone there had a different idea about how it was meant to be. Tilly herself was there, the lovely Tilly, and she said, no, Gabby, you did it right, because you're meant to be able to sit down on it and it not to get messed up on, and the nap not to, you know, move in the wrong direction, and also that you're meant to stroke yourself, so that sounds wrong. So I was like, oh, well then that's fine. And then I spoke to someone else and they're like, Gabby, you've done the nap wrong. And I was like, did I? I'm so confused. I don't know. So please, answers on a postcard. Please tell me, which way is the nap meant to go? Is it meant to go brush up towards you or brush up away from you? I would just love to know because I'm confused, and I've looked up on Google and again, two completely different answers from two really reputable sources. I don't know. But let's start a revolution and all decide on one way to go. Or maybe we should all be different. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I would just love to know your thoughts on that because I think it's quite interesting. So what was I talking about? Yes, so I'll work on the nap because it's quite a big nap on this. But I'm definitely going to make some kind of a tight bodycon-ish long-sleeved jersey dress with this. I was thinking the Nettie by Closet Case Files. I've got Nettie cut out and ready to go. So it'll probably be Nettie. And I just, yeah, love it. I'm hoping it'll be the secret pyjamas that I think it will. And again, I'll just want to wear that to bed. And last on my fabrics list is this tartan. Because I'm a bit of a tartan freak, totally obsessed with it. It's navy, blue and white. Really classic, but just beautiful. And I just love it. And I'm going to make the shorts that I talked about in my Make 9 of my last vlog, and I showed a pair of shorts that were by Vivienne Westwood, and I said I've got to self-draft these because I can't find a pattern. And you lovely people, and thank you so much for this, all started commenting. I got quite a few recommendations of the same pattern of Burda Styles paper bag waisted shorts. So of course I went straight to find them, and you are right, they're perfect. And I'm about to cut these out and start making them. Burda, your instructions, I'm sorry, but I'm terrified because there's so few instructions. The way these shorts are constructed is quite a new thing for me. It's really different. It's got a zip fly, which are really complicated, and I really want someone to hold my hand, but Burda is not a hand holder when it comes to instructions. They're kind of like a, oh whatever. It's like the, if anyone watches Great British Bake Off, it's like the kind of mystery technique round. It must have a better name than that, but that's what I call it, where they just get a few bare bones instructions and they're like, yeah, make this. It's like that. That's how I feel Burda instructions are. They're like, yeah, well obviously you know how to sew, so we're just going to give you like the bare bones and you can make it. Definitely, if you haven't been sewing that long like me, you definitely want more instructions than that. So please Burda, please work on that, please. Because you have so many great patterns, but I'm afraid every time I go near them I start looking at the instructions and I'm like, no, running away. But I will conquer these, and I will work out how to do them, and I'll use other blogs and vlogs to find out how to use the tricky bits, because you know that's what we do. And these will be shorts very soon. So that's all my fabrics, but on my last vlog I said that I would love to bring knitting more into this vlog, and I cannot get over the amazing response. Thank you so much all for writing to say how much you'd love for me to put my knitting in, and that you forgive me that I'm just going to be showing you bright knits and you know, maybe more childish things. But it's been so lovely to hear how many people really want to see that, so I will definitely be doing more kind of knitting devoted vlogs. But for now I thought during my fabric haul I will also show you what is on my needles, as the lovely knitting vloggers say, and what I've just started making. So I've definitely got into the whole let's make some project bags, and I made this. It's a huge project bag because I mainly make sweaters and cardigans, to be honest, so I needed a big project bag. But inside this garishly green project bag is what I'm making next. King Cole 4398 double knit, and it comes as a cardigan as well. But I've made so many cardigans recently, I was like, jumper time! And I just think it's really pretty. Now, I don't love the way these guys are styled, and I didn't of my last cardigan either. Colours don't do much for me. The whole flower in the hair does not do much for me. But I could see potential, and I was like, the actual pattern of the kind of chevron is so stunning that I'm going to give it a try. So it's not the brightest thing I'm making, and I love the way this is the first knit I'm showing you of my I only make bright things knitting, but it is this lovely kind of teal. It's actually called Sea Breeze, and it's by King Cole, and it is a superwash merino blend DK wool. As you can see, I've literally just begun, but it's already pretty exciting. I love the whole kind of zigzag wavy shape going on, and I really like the pattern that's emerging, and it's sewing up, see, obsessed. It's knitting up pretty quickly, and it's on 4mm needles, so pretty big needles, yeah, I think hopefully, I'm hoping it will take a month to do the whole jumper, but let's see how that goes. I will say that having made, oh, this cardigan that's behind me here, that was the last thing I made, and I've just finished it, and I will show you it properly in the sew and tell, knit and tell, what am I going to call it now, at the end of the month. That was all 100% cotton yarn that I used, and really quite different for me, and it felt really smooth and soft and lovely to knit, and I got really used to it by the end. So now going back to wool, and even though it's a merino blend, it definitely feels a lot rougher. I'm definitely worried that this will be itchy against my skin, because I'm not great with wool against my skin, so I'll have to wear some top underneath it, but I'm sure I'll get used to that. But it was quite a shock to the system. I was like, oh, this feels really rough, and actually already it doesn't, it's not rough, but just compared to cotton yarn, yeah, it's wool, so of course it is, it's slightly different. But so that's what's on my needle. So that's it for kind of my fabric and knitting haul and all the patterns and ideas for what I'm going to be making, but I did say that I was going to do a little unboxing review for you. The Stitchery is a lovely haberdashery sewing crafty shop in Lewes. I don't know where Lewes is. I was about to tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's north of England, but anyway, the lovely lady there got in touch with me and said that she would like to send me their sewing subscription box. Would I like one? And of course, I mean, I'm definitely not one to turn up opportunities and bonuses like that. So the other day I got the post, and it was the S box. So it's lovely pink tissue paper, so let's open it up. It's so pretty and girly. So this is their Valentine box. Look at all the pretty things. And we have 30 centimeters of extra wide girly printed cotton fabric, 30 centimeters of pink gingham fabric, and 30 centimeters of spot cerise fabric. Straight off, I know what I'm going to make with all three of these: a project bag, because the thought of a really nice pink girly project bag is going to be really fun for me. And then to kind of trim it up and make it pretty, we've got these three pieces of cotton lace, so the pink, the brown and the white. And they'll just look so wonderful all together. They're gonna look so great. So yes, really pleased with them. And there's also this gorgeous floral cotton bias binding. These lovely little guys, so sweet. So they'd be nice maybe to sew onto the project bag. This little pack of goodies here, got buttons and these lovely, oh sorry, these lovely Diamante paper clips, and lots of cute things in there. They're amazing. And to top it all off, this gorgeous pink metallic thread. So all the pink things, it's just such a lovely box, and I'm massively thankful to be sent it. It was really great to be sent something completely different for me. I'm not a big pink person normally, but I love pink. I mean, it's beautiful, especially, you know, these kind of shades of pink and how they all go together so nicely. And it really made me think outside the box. But I just think sewing subscription boxes, there's quite a few out there now, and I've seen two of them, this one and the Hayley Jane one. And I think they're such a lovely, lovely idea. And they come, you know, in different prices for people that are into different things, and also every month is a surprise, and it makes you think differently about your sewing and learn new skills and techniques and kind of push yourself outside the box. And I just think they're a really great idea. So I know I've said it before, but if any of your sewing friends or family have a birthday or something special coming up that you want to get a gift for, I fully recommend having a look into the Stitchery's S-Box or other sewing subscription boxes out there, because they're brilliant. I got the doggy! Sorry, he was sleeping. Oh, now poor Hobbes, and I'm all for people sending him sympathy and love, but he had an eye infection at the beginning of this week, and he's been on eye drops and pills, and turns out he's got a mild skin allergy that we're trying to get to the bottom of, and they've been going really well though. We put the eye drops in and completely immediately, I mean, he was like blinking and you could tell that it was quite a weird thing for him to have eye drops in, but they started just clearing up straight away, didn't they? It was amazing. So good. Sometimes I think Hobbs is just going to talk back to me and I'm like, why is he being so quiet? But I think maybe that's because I'm insane. Hobbs, you're so yawny. Right, we might go for an afternoon nap because I keep getting up so early and going to bed far too late, and I quite like a little afternoon nap, and I'm pretty sure Hobbs would as well. So I'll leave you to it. I hope you're all having a wonderful time, whatever you're doing, and thank you all so much for your love. As always, if you do enjoy a bit of me and Hobbs, then you can see us every week if you subscribe. Please like it if you enjoyed this video. Yeah, we'll be back. So see you very soon. Take care. Bye. Bye, Hobbs.